Okay, well, I hope it's live. It says it's live, but you never really know with these sorts of things. Now, I looked back at the playback. I was having some issues with microphone. I don't know if that was just the playback or the stream, but eh. Anyway, it's another rainy day, so I figured I'd just play some more of this. Also, that's a Creation Club thing that was for free, and I don't know how to get rid of it, so just pretend that's not there. Anyway, this is sort of, I guess, what do you call this? No death, extreme survival, no death Skyrim, whatever that is. Rules in the description. I've ate too much in order to really fully understand what I'm doing at the moment, so just look in the description if you want to know what this is. And let's just get right to it. Now, to recap, there is my lifeline, and I'm currently wearing. Gotta remember the controls for this game. Currently in some. That was weird. Steel armor. Oh, I got really lucky. Resist shock and iron boots of hauling. 30 points. That's really nice. And full steel armor, steel shield, steel sword, imperial. So we're good on that. Now the goal is, of course, not to die, but to also progress. Thing and say, well, I'm surviving. Technically true, but then why are you playing a video game? At that point, you'd probably just be playing Animal Crossing. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but bored of the game for that. Alchemy, yeah, still gotta wait on that. Don't want to out level too much. So the goal for this at least immediately on this playthrough, I want to get my smithing up to level 30 so that I can go over here, get enough Dwarven metal, improve it, and get a that'll bring my smithing skill up a bit. I can make a bunch of Dwarven bows as well. So that's the plan, immediately at least. The question is, how am I going to get 3 more smithing levels? That's the question. I think I should be able to do it safely by essentially just going for stuff like wolves. I'm going to try that out first, see how that works. Because especially, haven't played in a few days, not as well accustomed with, how many hits does it take to kill something? How well equipped am I to deal with certain threats? You gotta sort of remember how you are doing. It is on Legend. Also, do please let me know if there are any, questions you guys have about survival, whether in the game or world, because that's what this is all about. It stormed like crazy today. And honestly, I'm just tired. Some days you just don't want to go outside. NASA's not here. There she is. Who's this?
What's a milk drinker like you doing out here? Go home to your mother.
You shouldn't
Why?
talk to me like
What
that.
are you gonna do? Cry?
I'm gonna probably kill you.
I don't have to take that from you.
Wrong weapon. Ow.
That your best, huh? That it? That your best?
You gotta remember how much it hurts to get hit.
I love a good fight.
Are you sure you're loving this fight? She's literally not even throwing anything. She's just getting bodied.
Victory's yours.
I have enough money. I don't have to go around toting iron armor. Man, she got bodied though. She was just trying to block. It wasn't doing any good. I feel kind of bad. Oh, and I got a silver ingot from that, which I can use to level smithing. So that's good. It's getting dark though. I think I've already cleared the wolves in this area. Yeah. So I'm gonna actually head back to Whiterun. Sleep at the inn. Not just because, you know, trying to be a little realistic here, but also, well, rested perk is really nice. For those of you who don't know what that does, it essentially improves, you know, the rate at which your skills improve. Come to think of it, one moment. Wish to check something. Alright, done. She need to go check something. That's the other thing with these sort of streams. Real life tends to get in the way a little bit. Try not to, you know, spend too much time. I'm not gonna, like, pause the stream, leave for 30 minutes, then come back expecting, like, you know, nothing happened. But you know, I ran, checked something, and now I want a glass of water. That's fine. How you do that, though?
Damn those Greymanes to oblivion. They want to back the Stormcloaks. They'll get what's coming to them.
You tell that to every stranger you meet? I hope audio on stream is at least good. I was looking at the playback audio. It was cutting out a bunch. I don't know why. But, well. I mean, you guys could always tell me to repeat myself in live chat if you wanted to. Actually, let's not do any of that. Should get the well rest perk first. I love how I went to the smelter first instead of going to the blacksmith. I actually meant to smith some sort of silver ring. But, you know, force a habit.
Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here some. I enjoy this work well enough. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way.
This ain't my first rodeo. I've been here before.
You don't really know a woman. you
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
and a fist fight with her.
Yes.
Everything all right?
No, everything is not alright. You guys aren't social distancing.
Let me
6
guess.
feet apart,
Someone
guys.
stole your sweet roll.
Wonder how well that reference will age. I mean, it's a pretty memorable thing, what's going on, but never know. I want to wait on the gold, because getting something like a gold jeweled necklace is not that hard. Sometimes you run into 2 flawless amethysts pretty quickly. It's a really hard word to say. Now here's the question. You do want to plan where you're going. You don't just want to like walk off into the distance like, I'm going on an adventure. I'm going to find some enemies. No. I get the feeling I'm probably going to want to go towards somewhere like far this way. I'll run into shouldn't be too big of a deal. But I have to pick one. So I don't know, here. Probably more open here. I might be able to spot targets better at a greater distance. Whoop. Alt-tabbed instead of went on the map. Again, force a habit. Makes you do weird stuff. Wait, did I already kill the bandits behind? No, I didn't. They're behind Whiterun. And they should be more of a pushover than the Silent Moons guys. I could go for both, probably. You see, I do need the leather, so... Typically, I don't just like shooting random animals that I come across. Especially when I don't have the props to get it done. Yeah. There we go. Wolf. When it's biting the elk, so... Fortunately, I have to do it. I need smithing experience. I'm sorry. Alright, Sneak. You can get up, but not too much. Again, I'm super worried that I'm gonna level too high. That is a very bad thing to do. Oh, hello. I actually do want to hit me a bit to bring heavy armor up. Not too much. Thief bandits. Oh, come on. What? Good thing I made a bunch of iron arrows, because clearly I need to relearn how to shoot a bow. There we go. I can always pick them up later. Ow. Janassa has no chill. Even if I wanted to let them go, Janassa wouldn't let me. More smithing experience there. Not much, but... Dude, I just killed your friend. You really gonna just bash your shield a bunch? Hit the skooma or something?
That's it. That's all you got.
iron stuff, unfortunately. Ooh, got one right in the firewood. Now, I do have to be careful, because as soon as I think I open one of these chests, more bandits are gonna come. And there's nothing I can do about it, it's like a scripted thing. I think it's this chest in particular. Steel Rex height. Nothing important, just some gold. Okay, fine. Yep, scripted. Hello. Janessa, you take care of them.
Mercy!
No mercy, you're wielding flames. Oh, NASA, calm down. I might pick up the studded armor because it has a gold per weight ratio of greater than 10. And they're not that heavy either. I think that's what I'm gonna go with. Greater than 10, now we're talking. That's the type of thing I want to grab. Unfortunately, one of the rules is I have to be a respectable person. And that means no skooma handling. Sadly. I don't want to load up too much on alchemy ingredients, so really I'm only picking the ones that are... I always grab that spigot. It always happens. I'm mostly just looking for things that are rarer and that I can sell if I need to. Oops, hit my mic a little bit there. Sorry if that assaulted your ears. To be honest, I really can't know. I'm not really listening to the playback at the moment. One moment. All right. Okay, so we took care. Unfortunately, you can't just have this horse yet. You can't just have this horse. You have to steal it. And I'm contractually obliged not to. Very annoying. But, it's fine. Hit boxes, am I right? You know, a lot of times it's such a struggle to get up onto these things and move everything around to grab and loot everything. But a lot of times you're really sorry when you don't. Or, actually, that's not true. You wouldn't be sorry if you didn't because you wouldn't know what you missed. But there have been a lot of times where, inversely, there was a struggle and I had to get something and I did grab it and realize that, oh man, am I glad that I got it. So many random encounters too, running into them way more than usual. That seems a bit low. Very low. Apprentice? Oh no. No, no, no. Why am I missing? Alright, let's beat him up. Where'd he go? Thank goodness for subtitles, because I would have had no idea what he was going to say there. Yeah, I always grab the robes because weight 1, value 55. Also, staff of zombies. Nice. Gonna sell that. I did do a couple of level up, well, skill level ups there. So I'm going to take the level up instead of saving it. Because yeah. I think I can wait on the perk, because I am going to need to spend a... So I'll just have one in the bank for when I need it. If I get another one, well, I can spend that on something. But I want to have the one in the bank, so to speak. Oh, that's halted stream. Let's not go over there. I mean, I can probably take the guards outside. But... yeah. Do I wanna? I think I mostly am concerned with smithing at this point. I actually don't want even my combat skills to get up too high at the moment. I prefer to be over armored with high smithing to deal with the threats. Come here. Then under armored with one-handed heavy armor. Because the issue is I mean, yeah, I'll be able to loot better stuff and I probably won't have to spend as much on... I'll just have to smith it when I get the chance. Which is good. But on the other hand, you know, it's not just that you get earlier access to stuff like Dwarven armor. It's the smithing bonuses on each individual are better. Like, it's not even like linearly putting points into smithing early is going to make the playthrough linearly easier based on how many, you know, how much effort you put into it. It gets exponentially easier the earlier you put it in. Because if you can get like legendary ebony armor at level 10, you're set. Then you just gotta shove a bunch of points into health. And I mean, at that point, you're at the armor cap. Especially with shield. Hello there, Felicia. I've noticed it's just generally a slow day. Well, plural, slow days this past week. Everyone's been, you know, having a rough week. It should be obvious.
You there, please, you have to help me. I was attacked by a vampire. Do you have a potion or something that can cure this before I turn? Here,
I
I'll show
really
you off the
actually
map
don't,
so you can
sorry.
Stay away. Please, if you can help me, let me know.
I'm sorry.
Get out of my way. I have to get to a town and find a priest.
Like, if I had a cure disease, and come to think of it, I need a cure disease potion. in case that happens. Things been rough the past week. Part of the reason I didn't stream this on Tuesday instead of Wednesday, which is today. Absolutely not. Not going in there. Yeah, I really don't have much of a platform for that sort of thing, so I don't really feel like going up on a soapbox about it. I mean, plenty of people already have. And honestly, if I had the platform to do it, I probably would. But, I mean, really, like, the most... I live in a rural area, and, like, many miles away from tests. So, you know, best I can do is just, you know, throw my support behind stuff. That's the best most of us can do, anyway. Unfortunately, I can't, like, I don't have stream donations I can, like, send to the way of organizations like ACLU or something like that. Jeez, Janessa, calm down. I was getting it. Yeah, this is mostly just like a chill stream, so I figured, I legitimately thought about making a statement. Like, but I figured, First of all, it's not going to be anything anyone's hasn't heard. And I mean, second, I have who are much more experienced with this sort of thing and are more deeply affected than I am. Oh, he looked at me. Oh, I feel bad now. I'm gonna put you out of your misery. Sorry. He looked right at me. I don't like that. I hate how on legendary difficulty you can't make clean kills of animals. They should have 1 HP. Maybe like, I don't know, you feel like you're bludgeoning them, and that doesn't. And Jeanette, I could go for some more. Killed them before I got there. I think there's a treasure chest somewhere around here. I don't quite know where, though. I also vaguely remember there being a saber cat somewhere around here, so let's not run into that. Ow! Man, they hurt. To be honest, actually, I am glad that stream attendance is a bit down. I know it sounds kind of like now you're just trying to put a positive spin on it, but no. I mean, given what's been happening, holy crap! Never lose your span of attention. They really hurt. Yeah, I'm glad sort of stream attendance is down, because I'm mostly just doing this to chill out progress a little bit till it gets a little more interesting, until I can fight crabs without the fear of getting completely and utterly destroyed. You going for a swim or something? I go to mine a corundum ore vein, and she's right behind me to just slam her knife into the wolf that I totally had handled. And then when I'm about to die from crabs, she's off taking a swim. I mean, she wants to swim, that's fine, but tell me. Jeez. Ow! On the bright side, my heavy armor skill's increasing like crazy. Yeah, generally, in my opinion, with stuff like the protests going on, I typically would just defer to other people who are more involved in the movement and put my support behind them. I mean, from what I see, mostly everyone is on board, except for, you know, a small minority, so I don't really... I mean, there's some reservations here and there about certain things, but I've mostly just been hearing nothing but support. I didn't really think at this point in time, which is Wednesday, after the content blackout. The message I've already, you know, said here is enough. There are plenty of other creators and more involved people, you know, leaders, who have put in a better word than I have just done right now, and I would defer to them.
Over here.
Hello.
I love a challenge.
He does love a challenge because he was going at me with a knife.
That's the best you can do. That's all you got.
I partially wish you could just, you know, let them... there was some way to just let them live, like... leave this place and never return. And give me your by the way you're at it. Well, that would make me a bandit, wouldn't it? I'm not gonna kill you, but give me all your money. Yeah, that seems pretty thiefy to me. Like, when they're like, enough, I yield, even if I know they're like coded to just keep fighting, even though they've basically surrendered and then try to backstab you afterwards. Like, I get that. I understand that part. But am I the only one who, when someone says, enough, I yield, I go like, okay, you're off the hook, lad. I'll let you go. I don't wanna be mean. I think people are wired differently, actually. Different things hit different people different ways. I'm not sure if I want to actually go through here right now. I think taking the guys at the outside is fine. I mean, obviously it is. I didn't die. But I think I really want that suit of Dwarven armor before I do anything. Be intensive like that. Because I think the guy at the end has some pretty decent... I think he has like... Yeah, like if I'm remembering correctly, he has pretty good stats. He has enchanted gauntlets that make him... and he is using a two-handed weapon. So if I remember correctly, he could be a bit of a tough guy to beat. I'd personally rather actually fight the bandit chief at Halted Stream at the moment. Whole lot of walking, that's for sure. I think I got a silver ingot and a couple of pelts. So let's see what we can do with all that. 10 leather, let's see, do I have any leather strips? Because I do want to maximize this a bit. I have 8 leather strips, so that's 4, 6, 8. What you can do with leather strips and the making of leather strips is if you're making them into the end product, which is at this point just the leather bracers, you can count in sets of 2s, so 2, 4, 6, 8 for every click that you do, and once the number you just said matches this number right here, you have the exact amount of leather and leather strips necessary to make the maximum amount of leather bracers, not leather for the teeth, leather bracers. Although, aren't bracer... Now I'm getting all confused. You know what, whatever, forget what I said. But yeah, you see, 8, 2, 16, it'll make 8. A pro tip completely botched by my inability to actually convey meaningful language. Oh, so close, come on. Oh yeah, I have, not that that's going to make a difference, but I do have that to do as well. Yeah. Man, long bro. What does that even mean?
Out here if
it's a very tall lad.
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
I gotta store these in a chest somewhere before I sell them. I will be very sad. Stop giving me speech increases. Leave that for later. Also, for those of you who didn't watch the first one, I am putting all points into health, because if I run out of stamina, I don't die. If I run out of magicka, I might be in a bit of trouble, but I don't die. If I run out of health, I'm dead. And the playthrough is over. So that's the reasoning behind that. Now the question is, I actually think I'm going to put one in. I want to be able, even if it's just 10%, I want this up as high as possible. I want that when I block an attack, I'm not, you know, if I actually land the block, I want it to save my life. that makes any sense. What do I want to do again? Oh, yeah. I actually might be able to buy some leather from Bellathor. I could definitely buy it from Adrian, though, but I probably will get a better deal if I can get it off some
Everything's for
wolf
sale,
pelts.
man. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Gold is a bit tight at the moment. Actually, no. Why is it so expensive? You know what?
Do come back.
Worth the cost. I'm heading over to Adrian. You know, with the new improved AI mod I got, everyone's out walking the streets. I'm seeing people in Whiterun I have never seen before. And it's
I don't
not
claim
like
to be the best
I haven't played
blacksmith
this
in
game
Whiterun.
quite a lot.
Yorland Greymanes, looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Neither. Not at the moment, at least. Let's try 4 and 8. I feel like that was a bad deal. Yeah, that I should have just bought leather.
Until next time.
Okay, next time I just buy I buy leather instead, because 4 leather strips
you
is
met my
36,
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
and 1 leather can be turned into 4 leather strips. So I'll just buy 3 here. My supply of gold
Until
is
next time.
rapidly diminishing. Buy some leather strips, but hey, I'd rather spend the gold now and have it potentially, you know, cumulatively save my life. Glad I
Got
clicked
some
that
good
button.
pieces, the finest weapons and armor.
Here, have some crappy leather braces. I lost so much money.
Don't forget to check inside the
Oh,
shop
wow.
if you need anything.
Okay. Now here's the plan. I need to make sure. I have the iron boots of hauling. Janessa is... She shouldn't be carrying much of anything.
If that is what you wish.
She is carrying. I can definitely turn one of these quicksilver ores
Let's
into some
go.
quicksilver ingots. That should lower the weight on both of us. Because what I want to do now is head over to Windhelm, and there's a place where you can get a bunch of Dwarven ingots without much fuss. That's a nice bow, and I want it. Again, it's so hard to find people. I'm just so... I glitched for a second
Can
there.
take you to any of the hold
Like,
capitals.
mentally. Well, why isn't he in his cart?
Where do you want to go?
Windhelm.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Too many of them start with the letter W. It's annoying.
Ever been to
Confusing.
Windhelm? Oldest city in Skyrim by some count. They say the big old palace there was built by Ysgramor himself.
Okay. I think I'll head to Kynesgrove and stop at the inn there. I did... Well, I can't fast travel, so it's not like unlocking the stables or unlocking the city is going to help at all. So, I think I'll stop at Kynesgrove, spend the night in the inn there. Unfortunately, the mine there is a malachite mine, and I'm not going up that one trip all, so not of much use to me, unfortunately. Also, you'll notice I'm not traveling the road. That's for two reasons. One, if I can actually jump the distance and sort of rock climb a bit, I guess, it's faster. And two, there are significant actual, both in-game and real-world reasons for not sticking to the road. Highwaymen are on the road, and you tend to get random encounters and get robbed.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Did you see my husband already? I'm sorry. He can come off a bit rough at times.
Yeah, I'm actually curious.
Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
I've actually never heard of that.
Don't get too far ahead.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Usually I recognize.
I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
What did you say to that?
It's probably this one.
You can't tell me what to do.
No.
There you go, son.
Why is it always got to be a different one for each? Don't be a Lydia.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Eight hours. Gotta get your 8 hours of sleep. Don't forget to drink water. This message is sponsored by your parents.
What the?
I'm trying to get through the door, that's what. Sorry, I love you. You saved my life.
An outsider? No reason to stop in Kynesgrove. Keep moving.
Why are you angry?
The mine's always on the verge of collapse. Good thing I'm around to keep it up. Safe travels.
That was very Bethesda. Keep moving. I'm an asset in this town. Safe travels. Like, what? Okay. I definitely need to avoid giants and mammoths. If I situational awareness is a good thing. Also, Janessa, be sure to... Oh, Lord, he coming. Come on. Alright, fight him. Beat him up, Janessa. I'm counting on you. Don't. Ah, nah, he was just rotating around. Man. I have to be actually really careful of friendly fire. Not too careful with Janessa, but if she gets too low of health, gets knocked down, and then I shoot her, I can't reload the save or use console to resurrect her. So, most situations she'll be fine if she's getting beat up on by NPCs and animals. But if I take the final blow, I gotta find a new companion. And I can't afford a new companion. Oh, yeah. This. Hey! None of that. Everyone seems to be using, like, all the early game fire spells. Which is great for Janessa because she's Dark Elf and she has fire resistance. It's absolutely terrible for me because I'm a Nord and highly flammable.
No more. I yield. I yield.
All this is just a detour, by the way. I'm forgetting which button. I have one set to swords, two set to shield. I think on one of my other non-streamed playthroughs, one is set to shield for some reason. I don't know why I did that. I probably had a reason. Or maybe not. I don't know. Somewhere I know there is. No. Alright, time to take the scenic route. Speaking of scenic, I don't know how pixelated it is for you guys. I really hope it's not too bad. Unfortunately, this isn't the main thing I do, so unless I had a lot of spare funds, I mean, it would be one of the things I would spend it on. But this computer's reasonably old. It was nice when I got it, but it's a little old now. And, if I could spend it on a better internet connection, a better computer that could handle the streams, visual mods, still okay. I certainly don't plan on replacing it anytime soon, but hey, no. See, I don't.
I'll see you burn.
Because when I don't like killing things that are running away. There's just a part of my brain that goes, "Let him go, lad." Yeah, if I could get a better computer later on, that would be nice. Better internet connection, that would be nice.
Going to enjoy killing you.
Wrong neighborhood. I heard something, Oh, hello.
Norabog, guide me.
Hello.
You think you stand a chance?
Well, you're pretty low health right now. Yeah, in the span of about 3 seconds, I walked up here, heard someone say they're gonna enjoy killing me. I heard wolves, and I saw a saber cat, so, gotta know when to back off. Seemed like they were having a moment over there. I think the spot I want to be is like around here somewhere. I'm looking for the Dwarven ruin thing on my mini map. What do you even call that? This thing right up here. Compass? I think that's a compass actually. In reality, if you walked into an area with a sword drawn, you would immediately be assumed to not be a friendly person just passing through. Tends not to be what happens. I mean, they sort of do reference it in the game, where if you accidentally walk up to, well, not even accidentally, you're just not even thinking about it. If you walk up to one of the guards with your sword drawn, oh, hello! I wondered when you were gonna show up. Leave me be! Hey, hunters, kill this guy. gonna happen. Question is when. Also, the question is, where is Janassa? Ow. That's highly rude. Oh, great. There she is. Just had to walk around an obstacle for a while. That happened in my last playthrough where I was doing the test run. That assassin's gonna show up at some point. You've just got to be ready to deal with them. I grabbed the note, right? Yeah. I don't even bother reading it at this point. I know what it says. So it looks like we've been streaming for about an hour at this point. It's part of the reason I wanted to get these early streams over with pretty soon. You know, it's one thing if like if I get really far into it, I'm in ebony armor, and then I'm fighting to survive against Draugr Deathlords. That's pretty exhilarating. I'd actually watch that, and I'm not typically the one to watch many streams. But I want to get these early episodes taken care of pretty quickly. There's been a lot of rainy days lately, just the season for it. Because these early episodes, well, not that interesting, comparatively. I mean, it's still on the highest difficulty, but that just means that I'm constantly fighting mud crabs. And I have to back away every time I get hit once or twice, because I'm at risk of completely and utterly losing to a crab. Alright. See, right next to Ms. Zulf there's a storeroom, and it has a bunch of Dwemer metal. This just in, no enemies.
It is remarkable that so many of these ancient Dwemer creations still function.
Part of the reason I like her is that she's like going into Dwemer ruins. Dwemer ruins are completely and utterly things on the planet to go through, you know, tedious, long, and she has so many insightful quotes talking about how fascinated she is about them, and you know, some lore and stuff. She makes it way more tolerable than Lydia, who's like, I'm sworn to carry your burdens. Grabbing it. Normally, I think in the vanilla game, you really can't grab the normal Dwemer scrap metals.
We're one of the same kind, you and if
well,
that
you
is
can,
what you wish.
But they don't give you anything. They don't actually turn into Dwarven metal ingots at the smelter. But I think I have the unofficial patch, and that fixes that.
Let's go.
Here I actually have to consider, like, this knife, you know, that's actually above 10 per pound. Maybe, actually, yeah, given how strapped for cash I am, maybe I should, after all said and done, I've collected all the actual metal, the stuff for smithing, maybe I should check the plates and forks and cutlery and see what might sell well, see what I might be able to get some coins for, load up on some of that. You know, doesn't hurt. I'm just gonna be running back to a smelter afterwards anyway, So if it's not going to cost me anything really, if I can, you know,
And what
stomach the weight.
if that is what you wish? Lead on then.
I'm actually going to leave this closed. I don't want to level lockpicking too much. I can always open it later if I really need to like power level lockpicking, but let's be honest here, who needs to do that? Check the top shelves. And yeah, I can afford to grab stuff like this. Normally I wouldn't, but this ain't a normal playthrough now, is it? Maybe heavy, but it sells for quite a bit. That's a no. Alright, getting close to the limit. Might have to give Junassa some stuff. Or I could put on the boots. I'll just put on the boots. So many times, you know, you have something on you, like I had those iron boots of hauling, or you have like a strength potion, you know, to carry more stuff, and you just never use it. You just keep it in reserve for all eternity, just never using it. And in all honesty, I find that so, you know, I'm guilty of it. But I do find it kind of like one of those things you sort of have to break out of, especially on these higher difficulties. And like conceptually, it seems kind of stupid, you know, sort of just, how do you even put that? It seems conceptually stupid. You had to wait. You had to wait to the final boss to use a single potion. I think ProZD has a video on that. Good video. ProZD, good creator. If this is the first you're hearing of him, I'm legitimately surprised. One of the main differences from other playthroughs is I'd be taking like a different way back. Well, first of all, I'd be fast traveling, but I'd probably be taking a different way back too, if I was going back. But no steps, because you really just don't want to go. You don't want to encounter more enemies than you need to, and you really only want to reserve enemy encounters in areas like this, where things like saber cats are common. You want to save encounters with, you know, random encounters to a minimum. I'd rather have my random encounters 5 steps away from a Whiterun guard post, if it's all the same to everyone else. Later in the game, once we're past the first few playthroughs, first few streams, then it'll start getting more interesting. I'll start running into more dungeons, more, you know, caves, fighting vampires, maybe not, I don't know. Might be a while before I fight the first dragon, but yeah, that's basically the, you know, it's not going to be as interesting until I start doing the cool stuff. If I try to start doing the cool stuff too early, I will die. But that's just how it is, you know, and it corresponds to like would be ironic is if my voice was cutting out, because one of the main problems I've been noticing is, audio issues, stream quality issues. Hopefully I'll be able to get all that, it's better to get all that sorted in the early game, and then in the late game when things are more interesting, then everything's sorted. So everything works out. Unless I die, in which case it did not work out. But as is pretty obvious right by now, I'm taking things pretty cautiously. The snow's so bright, it hurts my eyes. The snow's brighter than the fire.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go?
Actually,
Until next time.
here's I actually need to quick save, because I'm heading to Whiterun.
My carriage is the safest. Where do you want to go?
Whiterun. Last time I tried to do this, the game glitched. It crashed. Probably because it was confused why someone was taking a carriage to Whiterun. It's like, what? No one ever does that. You've already unlocked the location. Why are you spending 20 gold to go to Whiterun when you can just fast travel?
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Yeah, it'd be funny if it proves my point. Let's see if it crashes.
Get up there.
Genesis. Apparently.
It's almost getting down.
No, it ain't. It's literally snowing, my dude. By the way, it does look like it's storming cool. Like a sky burst. Thunder shower. Got real dark. Real quick. Again, streams for rainy days. That is rain. Wish I could, like, move. I mean, I don't have a face cam, so I can't show you. Maybe I should get one. Huh. Interesting. Probably not, though. I mean, not for any, like, reasons like idle. Because you've already, I mean, a lot of the videos on my channel have my face. But in all honesty, for a game stream, I don't think it's that important. But yeah, you guys might hear quite a bit of thunder. Of course, the power might go out, in which case, stream's kaput. But we've already, played for an hour. If the second stream gets a little cut short,
Let me know if you want anything.
that's no
Think I
big
got a
deal.
clean mug around here somewhere. A fine day to you, friend. May you die with a sword in your hand. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
I know where it is. Yeah. I think that's probably a severe thunderstorm warning. Oh, hold on. Give me.
Let me know if...
Yeah, I got one of those severe thunderstorm warnings. It was like on the phone saying, "Yes, it's thunderstorming. I know. I'm outside." And even if, well, I'm not. Let me rephrase that. You ever get those severe thunderstorming warnings, like thunderstorm or flood warnings on your phone? And it's like really annoying too. It's like just, making like a really annoying, obnoxious noise. And it's like, yeah, I know. I'm next to a window. And even if I wasn't, I can hear the rain beating down on the...
Is anything else you need?
like on the roof here. Like, I know. I get that it's thunderstorming. You don't have to bother me about it.
Thinking of settling in? The house...
Huh? Need supplies? See Bellathor at his store. Sleazy little man, but he has good stuff.
Yeah, I gotta wait. Gotta wait a little bit for him to show up and unlock the door so I can sell him some spoons, bowls, and urn.
Hmm.
Yeah, in advance, if the stream cuts out,
I've got a hungry daughter to feed, so selling my produce is really the only thing I care about.
okay, if the stream cuts out, apologies, but I guess it might cut the stream short. I mean, we've already done about an hour. Oh, it's plenty at the moment. Come on, open the door.
Yes?
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
Okay, so the plan here is I want as many
Don't get too far ahead.
as many dwarven bows as possible before I make my set of dwarven armor and sword and shield. Although if I make the armor, sword, and shield in advance, actually, yeah, that's not too big of a deal. Maybe I should, but I definitely want to have them done before I make the. I want to have everything made before I start improving stuff. Let's phrase it that way.
We're one of the same kind, if that is what you wish.
When you're doing a bulk order like that, that's just the best way to go about it.
Lead on then.
Your smithing has been improved up to the maximum level you're going to get without improving individual and that's when you should start doing that, because superior now you're high enough level to do exquisite. Well, kind of sucks, doesn't it? Actually might need to buy some iron ingots, but I should be able to do that fairly reasonably okay. Make 2 pieces of leather strips. One of these. I don't need daggers right now, but I actually will need them later game. Hello, Junasa. Quit. Please. Yeah, actually later on in the game I will, because the 15 times damage bonus from, a fully smithed dragonbone dagger, when your sneak is inevitably high at late game, even if you're in the creakiest metal armor in the game. Doesn't matter, it's still something you should be going for. Oh, come on. I don't like these level ups. They're gonna get me killed. Let me actually, so that I can keep track of things, I'm going to, where's the, oh, there it is. Okay, so I need dwarven helmet, dwarven shield, dwarven sword. Actually had exactly the amount of steel ingots I needed for that. Okay. I need to reserve 6 Dwarven metal ingots in order to improve my armor and weapon, not including the bow, which is included in the rest of the bows. So, let's do the calculations a little bit. Okay, so minus 6 is 57. 57 divided by 3, which is the amount required to make and improve bows. So 57 over 3 is going to be 19, right? Because, yeah. So I'll need 12 more iron ingots. Because 57 is
Got
3
some
less
good
than
pieces
60,
out
which is
here if you're
divisible by
looking to
3,
buy.
because it's 20.
More inside. The finest weapons and armor.
Please have 12 iron ingots, thank you. Actually, I'm going to buy your iron ore, and also then buy 4 iron ingots. Man,
Don't
44
forget to
gold.
check
I am
inside the
low.
shop if you need anything.
Let's see if my calculations were correct. Because if they're not, that's embarrassing. I mean, I can always buy another dwarven ingot if I need to, but eh. Is it halfway down? When it does. Oh, that's exquisite. Yeah, there are 3 that are going to be exquisite. I'll grab one of those. And now I can smith my sword. I can boots, gauntlets, helmet. Left for the shield. I didn't fail. My math was correct.
I don't claim to be the best black. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Okay, I'm going to sell one of the exquisite ones and the rest of the superior ones. Not going to be able to sell them all now, though.
Until next time.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm still way overweight. Okay. Well, that sucks. I'm just going to walk over to Belethor's. Lovely sunrise. Anybody got some elevator music to play? I probably could have just handed over a bunch of junk to Janessa, but no, I'm far too stubborn for that. "2,000 years later." Oh no, Viacom's gonna get me a copyright strike. Oh no.
Everything's for sale. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
I mean, these games are pretty slow-paced at the beginning anyway. What's a little taking a minute to walk from one store to the other? I find it curious that black mage robes are better than novice robes. But yeah, this is all heavy. Let's set 227. This is worth it. Making money. I still don't have enough. But oh, speaking of which, I just turned level 9. I should be getting the letter for Lakeview Manor. Do something about it, but hopefully it won't give me anything too difficult. Well, I definitely don't need 2 of them. In fact, I don't need 1 of them. Clairvoyance is a garbage skill. Scrolls. I actually might use those. I know a lot of people, you know, that's the gut reaction is like them when you really don't. But in this case, I might. I might actually need. It's unlike. You know, what situations will I be in where I need to use a scroll? Where I could have potentially used. Okay, I give up. I'm giving Janassa something.
That is what you wish.
Actually, you know what? Oh, I should have grabbed one of the exquisite bows for her. But I'll give her one of the superior bows. I'm sure I'll be making more at some point. But I can give her one of them. And what else can I give her? You can have my old armor. How kind of me. She looks weird in it. I'm not used to that.
Let's go.
I'm so used to seeing her in the leather armor, and when I do eventually put her in armor, it's like the...
Everything's for sale, my friend. You need visit no other shops today.
Typically when I put her in armor, you know, because she's only in leather armor. Typically you put her in, like, you know, once it gets to endgame, you put her in some ebony armor that's, like, fully upgraded. Actually keep tanking. But that's not this time.
And what might you need? If that is
Just
what
not
you
used
wish.
to seeing her in steel armor, so it's a bit weird. Since you're already carrying Dwarven bows, you can carry the rest.
Lead on then.
Man, I'm getting twisted in my words today. It's annoying. Good thing it's a stream, otherwise I'd be stopping every few seconds to, you know, redo my lines and then I have to edit it out. Ugh. And then I can now understand the appeal of, you know, doing a stream. Production is incredible. Like, I wouldn't say it's easy. It's easier. So adjust that. And unfavorite this.
Got some good take a look.
I could also buy another Dwarven metal ingot and make some Dwarven stuff for Janassa.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Yeah. I'll just wait to find one. I also need to give her a steel
I don't
dagger.
claim to be looking to protect yourself or deal some damage.
Sell that. Sell that. And actually, you know what? I'll sell this. Even though it's just, you know,
I'll
I'm
take my
losing
leave then.
11.
Everything all right?
I don't mind too much. Alright, now let's give this armor a test. Not only is it a tier up, but it's also smithed up an extra degree. So now my armor rating is at 168. More health. Oh, even more health. Interesting. Put a point into one-handed. I'll put a point into archery. Definitely want to put a point into restoration soon as well. Yeah, let's take this out for a spin. Let's go mess with some people at Halted Stream. Let's take the bow out for a spin especially. Should be doing way more damage. And 44 damage a hit. What you probably don't realize is that between smithing and enchanting, let's say alchemy because it's temporary, and your direct combat skills, you know, archery, that sort of thing. What you might not realize is that between all of those, your combat effectiveness increases. You get exponentially stronger. And that's the issue with not sort of keeping up. If I fall behind, I'm only growing linearly. And I'd be willing to bet that the game is balanced with that exponential growth in mind. Could be wrong about that. Maybe it is balanced with linear growth. But in that case, no such thing as overkill on a no-death playthrough, now is there? Alright, let's give this a spin. Yeah, see? That didn't take a quarter of my health. Happy days. I definitely need to put another skill point in Resto, though. Specifically that heal 50% more. I might even need to put more, you know, up to different spells. Because with the way I'm playing, well, the way I'm forced to play, putting all my points into health to, yeah, the power and effectiveness of restoration is going to fall off at a certain point. Because I'm only going to have 100 points in Magicka. I'm going to have a lot of health to heal back. And it's just not going to work as well. There we go. Want him to hit me a little bit. Just enough. Heavy armor skill. That's another thing I have to make sure doesn't fall behind. If you keep up to date on everything, you grow exponentially. You let something fall behind, you'll fall behind. Now, a lot of times you won't even notice. In fact, I probably should regularly look into skills and check, like, okay, need to work well, need to block some more stuff, need to work on heavy armor especially. Smithing's a little high right now, I should let that go for a bit. That sort of thing. Although smithing, I mean, if I get ebony armor early, that I'll be fighting the first dragon with a Daedric bow. Like, what is this? And you had to move. Come on. Looks like there's people up there too. Wonderful. Alright, I have new armor. I'm pretty confident. Let's see what they got. mages. More mages. How many mages do we have? I heard it pretty good, so... Janessa, beat him up. Oh, sweet, he's using cold. What an idiot. I think he saw what I had. Well, let's see what you've got. Does not resist. Hurts. Can you not? Okay, I definitely need to be able to heal faster. Definitely feeling an increase in effectiveness at the moment. It's an apprentice lock. Why can't I get it? Sometimes it's like, not novice, because novice locks are super easy, but some, because it's not like the novice where there's such a wide window where it'll work that, you can basically figure it out pretty quickly. You might break a lockpick thinking,
I thought about coming
the proper thing.
Clean clothes and fresh mood.
Because sometimes after you do like a master lock or like a bunch of experts, you get faced with a novice and you don't move the cursor enough, and then you break a lockpick. But you usually get a little better at that. But when it comes to stuff like apprentice level locks, the window is just small enough that it doesn't have the same thing as a novice lock where it's, objectively easy. You should be able to figure it out. Maybe you break a pick or something. But, it is wide enough that you still have to move your cursor quite a bit. But it's short, narrow enough that, oh, hello, Bandit Outlaw. That's not interesting. I don't like that.
Oh.
Kindly don't. Oh, hello! Is that a level up I see? I'm gonna use that. Okay. Convenient. Let's take care of this bandit so that we have... She's the main threat. Not only is it a bandit outlaw, but she's wielding a great sword, which can do a lot of damage really quickly. I'm not too worried about damage per second and burst. Mostly burst, actually. Note from a corpse. Well, yeah, that is a note from a corpse. I'd assume it's from... Poor Breton. Doesn't even give me a location. Any relatives to, like, give it back to. Sad. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to act like a true hero for a while. Not that I won't be. I'm not equipped to just rush in and fight a whole bandit clan by myself. Need to give her a... Yeah, she's still using the iron dagger. Come to wonder, did one of them... Did dagger on them? I just forgot to grab it. I wonder... I also have music off. Let me know if you guys want me to turn that on. I just didn't want it to interfere with voice. I mean, I can play with the volume, but that's another thing I gotta figure out. Gotta figure out what works. It's not too big a deal handling stuff like ranged engagements up on rocks, because I'm wearing heavy armor. What? Note to self, listen to your ears. Stop that. Janassa. Oh, you're so helpful. Thank that. Whew. Okay. This is the part where I press a bunch of buttons. Let's see, will Elixir of Lockpicking help me out in this situation? I think the Frostbite Venom will be good enough. Okay. I need to make sure that I stay above 50%. Went from mildly stressful to very stressful incredibly quickly. Okay. Beat him up. Okay. Yeah, clip through the floor. Clip through the floor like a tread. Hold on. I need a breather. Whew. Alright, intermission time, guys. Whew. And that's why you put points in health, everybody. 'Cause if I hadn't put every single, maybe the last 2 points, you could argue I didn't need in that situation. But I needed almost all of the ones I put. Alright, let's go kill some bandits. Great, it's an outlaw. I'm gonna keep my range for this one.
Time for you to die.
Maybe I should get healing hands to...
God damn you.
That might actually be helpful. I know she has, like, negative dialogue when that happens. Oh, that mud crab. Those mud crabs are vicious. They're vicious killers. Dialogue about it, like, I hope you're not expecting a thank you or something like that when you heal her. But I mean, like, hold on. One of these definitely had a steel dagger on them. Iron. Ooh, orcish arrows. I'll take those. Iron arrow. Whatever she's up to, I'm sure. Daggers, come on. Oh, I shot her. Shot her in the back of the head. She's fine though. I shot her again. Leveling archery on the wrong person. Got the right person that last time. She's definitely looking at me like, I know what you did. Yeah, they all have iron daggers. What's up with that? Can't even get some decent steel in this place. I'm still a bit rattled by that saber cat, not gonna lie. Worth 55 gold, I like. Playthrough was really close to ending right there. I'll take this as a good example of why I need to stock up on more and better potions, and why I need to get better at heavy armor. And I might even want to level some alchemy as well. I don't want to have an you don't have an experience like that and go, well, that was a close call, but you know, I did what I needed to and I made it work. No, that was too close a call for me to reasonably say that everything worked out fine. Everything did not work out fine. If everything worked out fine, I wouldn't have been put in that position. I had the backups so that when I was put in that position, I could deal with it, but I should never have to deal with that position. You know, basic philosophy behind stuff like a first aid kit. If you need to use a first aid kit, you messed up. If I need to tab into my inventory and suck down a bunch of so I need to take that, you know, learn from that experience. I don't need those cups or jugs or kettles. That's the difficult part. Trying to shoot around Janessa. Because within a certain range, she has a dwarven bow, but within a certain range, Leroy Jenkins, run all the way in. I didn't mean to grab that. I did not know how. Why did I grab both of those? Wait, if I... Oh, fork. Okay. I'm actually going to switch to Sword and Shield. For that reason. For that reason. Sneak drop on him. Like here. That's great. But I want to be ready if I needed to turn the corner and have him be right there, or if that sort of thing happens. There we go. Look at that. Yeah, I definitely need to get heal up there. Working on it. Sorry. Gets a little chaotic, Janessa. Bear with me here a little bit. I'm sorry.
You puny weakling.
That was a great time to block, ain't it? I saw that coming for me. You know, you usually expect like, oh, you know, he's going for Janessa. But sometimes you don't take that as a given. Need to block more.
Yes, Sarah? Let's go.
I think I need to... I think I legitimately actually need to go up to a bunch of wolves, or a small mud crab, leave Janassa in a city, and find, like, weak enemy to just level restoration and heavy armor with. Because at the moment, I'm not mitigating as much damage as I think I need to be. The apples put me over the edge.
And what might you need, if that is what you wish?
Bad memories there.
Lead on then.
Saw that saber cat pelt and immediately... Ugh. Unfriendly reminder. This storeroom is actually really good because it gives a lot of good potions. Those bowls look like there was something. Take that. Or nah.
And what, if that is what you wish?
I gotta figure out what else to give her so that the staff of zombies is probably one of the main things weighing me down at the moment. Can you hold all of my ingredients? Let's see how much of my weight is ingredients actually. I was trying to keep it down. About 20 pounds.
Let's go.
Yeah. That's how it's gonna be. That's what happens. Even being conservative with what you pick up.
Don't get too far ahead.
Literally walked 5 feet in one direction. Make sure we've got everything, because apparently I need all the help I can get around here. Okay, that's enough for a day. Let's head back to Whiterun. That's enough scares for a week. Yeah, this is part of the reason I want to hold back on Dragon Rising. if a saber cat will take a chunk out of my health, what's a dragon breathing fire gonna do? In fact, I think I need to... I actually might want to put some... actually legitimately put some resist magic, resist shock on some pieces of armor. Because resist 10% of shock damage. So I have that on a bunch of pieces. That's, you know, even on 2 pieces, that's 20%. Better than nothing. Again, instantly reminded. I was expecting there to be less near-death experiences. This run, this stream, apparently not. Apparently we can have nice things in life. I might also be able to get up to Orcish soon. An extra tier of armor is not bad. Damn console keys. Right next to the tab key. Also right next to the escape key. 50 to 80 is a bit of a leap. That can to get up to 50. The difficult is that I don't... There's a lot of stuff that I would normally do, like run through a Dwarven ruin. Depending on the playthrough, steal from Calcelmo. And just level up smithing through Dwarven bows that way. Can't exactly do. You're gonna tell me there's a letter from the Jarl.
Got something I'm supposed to
and
deliver.
a Falkreath.
Your hands only. Let's see here.
Ah, a letter from the Jarl.
Yep.
Moving up in the world, eh?
Looks like that's it. Got to go.
I actually also do want to get Lakeview Manor because, you know, spending quite a bit of gold in these inns, although not as much as you'd imagine. You would have to actually spend the night in an inn 500 times in order for it to equal the price of a simple house. Probably take me quite a while to sleep in an inn that many times. Don't save it. Save it. Nuh-uh. Mm-mm. I don't want... Nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Later. Save it. I don't... No.
You there. The Dawn Guard is looking for anyone willing to fight against the growing vampire menace. What do you say? That's what everybody says. Right up until they find their throat being ripped out by a pack of hungry vampires. If you change your mind and decide to join the fight before it's too late, talk to Isran at Fort Dawnguard, southeast of Riften.
Later. Fighting vampires this early. I could possibly do Bleak Falls Barrow now and get the Dragonstone. Because that's easier to do in advance. Sorry for the yawning, by the way. It's a bit late. Had to get up early today. But yeah, it minimizes fetching if you go and get the Dragon Stone before you head to Whiterun. Because then it just sends you on your way to fight the dragon. Downside is I need to be ready to fight the dragon. I am not ready to fight the dragon. I say I'm gonna sell some things at the general store.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
Maybe some more things to Adrian.
Everything's for... Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Then I think I'm gonna head to Falkreath to actually see what location I get sent to. Fine.
Do come back. Need something?
Yeah, whatever, let's just go now.
Nope. Sorry.
Yeah, that'll mean that Adrian's
Have you met my
doesn't have any money either.
Blades?
Nope, 0.
I'll take my leave then.
Oh yeah, it's because I sold the one sword for less than half price. I don't know why I have a memory for those kinds of things, but I do for some reason. Do have to develop a bit of a reasonable fear of heights. A rational fear, if you will. Nope, he's over here.
I can take you to any of the hold capitals. Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off.
I do want to get Lakeview Manor because I think if you get the carriage driver there, he'll send you to any of the big or small settlements for free, which on this playthrough would actually save me a lot of time and money. Did I see a dog out there? No, I didn't.
Dog out there? Oh well. The blacksmith is offering a reward for a dog he saw on the road. I was hoping you'd seen it. I guess I'll stay on the lookout. Keep your nose clean while you're here, outsider.
It's late, I'll hit the inn, sell some stuff, do the rest in the morning.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over. Welcome to Dead Man's Drink. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. You hear any juicy gossip in town? Be sure to share it with me.
And 7 hours. Now you need your 8 hours. Don't skimp on sleep. Did it just crash? It just crashed. Great. Alright, let's get that back up and running. I try to get my 8 hours of sleep and it can't handle it. Good news is it auto-saved. At least walking in the inn it auto-saved. I'm curious how the stream handles that. Oh, let's see, what time is it? Nope. Alright, I need my 8 hours. Question is, will the stream handle that okay? Yeah, it's back. Well, that's convenient.
Sure bones. Handsome man in Falkreath.
Can I?
Don't mind Boland. He's young and gets riled easily.
Haven't met him yet. Nope. I am no thief.
Looking for something?
In your store. I need to sell things. Come on. Oh, hello.
Oh, did you need something?
Yay. I can sell things now.
Let me know if you see anything you like. Well met. Unlike my brother, I've no dislike of strangers. Met lots of them while I was a Stormcloak. Take a look.
Sell off all but one of the black mage robes in case I do need to... in case I do need the magical regen. The rest I do need to disenchant. Nothing really worth selling. Maybe lingering stamina poison. Like when do you use... Like, does it actually reduce their stamina? Does it only work on humanoid opponents? I can get like reducing magicka because it was like a healer. Maybe that'll come up. Who knows? Anyway, buy my bowls. Oh yeah, that's what's weighing me down. Well, a lot of things.
Don't get too far.
Steal anything from my shop and you'll regret it.
Weight's still running a little high. I don't know why. Probably, you know, the shield, the weapon. Well, I'm going to be going into the Jarl's longhouse. So I think he has an enchant table that I can disenchant all that stuff at. Probably going to bring me up a few levels, though. Which I do not want, but fine. Please.
I'm the steward here. I serve under Jarl Siggeir and Jarl Dengir before him.
Do not send me anywhere hard.
Yeah, good to see you. Finally, someone useful is around. You've proven reliable. There's a group of bandits in my hold that I
fingers crossed
may have had a few discreet dealings with. The cut they were giving me was good at first, but now it's time to clean things up. Go and take care of it.
It will be done.
Good.
That's not... Okay, which one's that?
Execute every... last bandit.
Which one is... That's not a bad one. Because then I'll get the orichalcum I need for the orcish armor. Okay. I'm really going to have to plan my route well. In fact, I'm probably going to hug the mountainside and hop over rocks so that have too many random encounters. Because if I run into something like a Spriggan around here, and Janassa isn't there to tank, like if she was lagging behind or something, this particular stretch of road, especially going into the Reach here, is dangerous. On an earlier playthrough, I ran into a Hag Raven and a Spriggan duking it out. Killed the Spriggan just fine. Took a while though. But the Hag Raven point of health, and you didn't have enough DPS to put her below that.
Yeah, no
so
one.
Sidgear can sometimes
gotta
help,
figure that out.
but he does listen to Helvert and
I want you to reduce their wages.
That guy sounds so enjoyable. Don't you agree, everyone?
But with the war on, it is unwise to reduce their wages any further. We can't afford to lose any men if we wish to keep Valkyrie protected.
I would think a man of your military training would be able to do with less.
Okay. I want to save the robes, the hood, and the boots of hauling.
Why have taxes not come in from Granite Hill, Nenya? We should send guards down there.
Yeah, that was what the wait was. It's all that. I think I'm gonna head up to Riverwood. Did you hear that? That was the sound of a log falling, but you know what it sounded like? It sounded like the beat of a dragon's wings. Very similar sound bite. One of them is something that just naturally happens in one of these villages or cities. And really made me question life at the moment. Before. Yeah, I'm gonna run into some bandits, but they shouldn't be too much to handle. Once I hit Riverwood, I think I'm gonna end the stream. There's a Spriggan in that place. I gotta avoid it. I can stick to the road, but I can't go anywhere near it. Yep, right up here. Gonna take a position up on this rock and shoot at them. You know what? Why not? Let's go skeleton hunting. Actually, do more of that. Yeah. Give me what for? No, don't fight hurt. Yes, why? Seems stupid. And it probably looked stupid. But that was 100% not stupid. I have to level that heavy armor somehow, and I prefer to level it in situations where I'm not in any real danger. I mean, like, boy, I'm sure I hit a level there. That's not the way I prefer to. It's not really a sustainable way to continue to level it, if you know what I'm saying. Hello. This is also a good opportunity to see, like, alright, how much damage do I do to certain enemies in a situation where it's a little more controlled. I'm not facing as many opponents. Oh, no you don't. I would also like to get the The thing that slows down time when you block. Because that's convenient, actually. Well, it only slows down time when you block a power attack, but most attacks that are thrown by NPCs typically are power attacks. Might even be just like 33%, but that's a significant amount. Oh, he doesn't do that much damage. I can handle that. Come on. I do need to leave her somewhere so I can level stuff like block and heavy armor in a controlled environment. Because that was fine that she runs up and murders them. Like, leave me alone, I can handle it. Like when I'm actually trying to level skills, she's right there to really stick it to the people I'm leveling with. But when I really need help, she eventually arrives. I'm gonna cut her slack there, because if she didn't arrive, I'd be dead. But yeah, she shows up, but she tends to be a little tardy to the party, if you know what I'm saying. You can't hit the broadside of a barn. You're one to talk.
Are you prepared to die?
Well, it can't knock it. She's confident. Although I think what's I think orc weapons, but orcish armor's better than dwarven armor for some reason. Anyway. Those rocks there, for whatever reason, tend to fall down a bunch. I don't know why. Unfortunately, because it's a Bethesda game, you stub your toe on one of them, and you die. I don't know why that makes any sense. Speak of the devil. Deer, randomly phasing into existence. Interdimensional deer. Oh, what now? Great. Just what I needed. Oh, it looks like it takes a bunch of damage too. Isn't that nice? One moment. Alright, back. Oh great, what's going on here? Looks like the Thalmor having a bit of a spat with the Stormcloaks. Okay. Yeah, this one has a steel dagger. That's nice. Some wine. Hey Janassa, where'd you go? Found a steel dagger for you, finally.
We're one of the same kind, you and I. I'm glad to...
That poor little butter
if
knife.
that is what you wish. Lead on, then.
Why am I walking in this direction? I have no reason to be walking in that direction. In some places, you really do have to follow the roads because it's not just that it's a marked road. Like in an open field, yeah, it's a marked road. That important to follow it, but in like mountainous regions, it's important because a lot of times you're just not gonna make. You're not going to be able to climb up those mountains. Or you'll lose your bearings. I mean, I have the compass up top, which makes it a little easier to keep track of things, but... Great! More scripted stuff. I swear, you open one of their chests and they immediately know to... little bandits. No highwaymen or stuff. It would said, "Hey, Janessa, it's time to run." It's not worth it. You guys can have whatever you want. Whatever I stole, you guys can have it back. I choose life. That looks like the exit to a cave, but it's not. Wait a minute. Aha! I was walking to Helgen. First. I was like, wait, this isn't the road to Riverwood. I played this game enough. I know roughly where things are. It is nice. It does sort of, I mean, if you get lost a little bit, but, I mean, you have the map, you have the compass. You can find your way back on track. But it is sort of fun to explore a little bit. You know, find places you probably haven't been before. I think this is, yeah, the outside of Helgen. Right? Yeah, that's where Helgen lets out. Right there. You know, I don't think I've actually explored around here. Typically, when you leave this place, you're all like, I gotta get to Riverwood now. I don't want to spend that much time around here. Begs the question, what is around here? Looks to be hot nothing. Deer carcass. Some hide and antlers. Help my smithing along, but yeah, not much. Not much of interest, at least. No, that kind of looked like a treasure chest. Getting tired. Oh, hello. Right after I got done making my steel armor. Making all the locks for the house. Some steel for the safes. I think I still need some for... Yeah, I think you need steel for orc armor. You don't need it for ebony though. I think that you don't even need iron for that. But it also gives gems and stuff, so I mean, and it sells. Not gonna not mine it. What's this here? Probably. Definitely more bandits. Hey, Janessa, come here. We got some hooligans. Man, off the beaten path walking, you run into a lot of bandit camps in this part of the woods. Where'd Janessa go? I can probably handle them. I'd rather not, though. Awfully misty here. Level up available. Interesting. Actually, since Janassa is nowhere to be found, I'm going to wait on that level up in case I need it. Because I do think I can handle these bandits. Stupid as that decision might be. Oh, hey, look, an iron node. There she is. Snuck up behind them. Ooh, treasure map. Let's take a look at that. And a miss. And nothing important. Large. Come on. Nope. Sacks of flour. More skill books. And now I think I can use that level up. I'll put it in... Ended. Because that's the skill I think I use the most. Second to, like... Should put more points in archery and sneak, though. But sometime soon. I missed an iron node up there. I definitely should be paying more to certain things. But I don't think I need to be. Like, restoration's good for a while. Enchanting I don't want to get into just yet. Smithing I might need another point in, but that's 4 points. It's good for quite some time. I don't think I'm actually going to improve to Daedric and Dragon. I might get something like a Daedric bow. Daedric swords are horrendously ugly and impractical, but on this playthrough I might just suck it up and say, you know what? Damage is damage. Looks are secondary. Heavy armor, I want to get to 30 so I can do that, get that 25% well-fitted bonus. Locking, gotta put more points into that. One hand is good for now, maybe I'll put one into fighting stance. But overall pretty good at the moment. Archery needs more points in it. Archery is a point vampire. And put some more stuff in sneak. And then when I do the alchemy, I'll need the alchemy. And when I do the enchanting, I'm going to need the enchanting. I just want to make sure I have a solid base. Good pseudo armor. Decent health bar. Good supplies. Once I have all that, then I can start being a little less strict about what skills I'm using. I'll do that sometime. That is Bleak Falls Barrow, right? Yes, that. What time is it? Might want to actually just head to Whiterun. It's got the smelter there and everything. Eh. 2 hours and 30 minutes, which is pretty much what the last stream was in. Yeah, the last stream was 2 hours and 30 minutes roughly, so I think I'll cut this one off here as well. Well, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I know it's not that interesting at the moment, and also a lot of stuff happening in the world that's a lot bigger than Skyrim. So hopefully I won't die in the next play. Next stream I won't die, and we can continue. And seeing how far I can get, maybe, you always set the goal that you beat Miraak and beat Alduin and all that sort of stuff, but what's more likely is that my character will end up dying a war. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. See ya.